So the first Taurus single action revolver I saw was the Gaucho. That was introduced in 2005. But since that time, Taurus has changed their manufacturing methods, and their newer gun, which is a little lighter and a little more svelte than the Gaucho, is called the Deputy. And just as you'd expect, it's modeled on the Colt Single Action Army. And this is, of course, a single action revolver where if you want to fire it, you have to manually cock the hammer, then pull the trigger. Cocking the hammer rotates your cylinder for you, and then pulling the trigger releases it to fire. Now, when you listen to it, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is because there are 4 notches on the hammer, kind of like the old Colts. They make that COLT sound. But what's different on this gun in terms of the hammer is it has a frame-mounted transfer bar. That means the firing pin is actually in here. It's not on the nose of the hammer, so that when the hammer drops, it transmits the energy from the hammer to the firing pin, which then hits the primer. And what that means for the Deputy is you can actually load all 6 chambers and not have to worry about an inadvertent discharge. Now, this gun is really just the finish on it. It's got this high polished black finish, which is one of the nicest that I've seen on any Taurus. And the gun looks and feels exactly like it's supposed to. Now, this gun comes in both .45 Colt as well as .357 Magnum, and I imagine most folks would shoot .38 Specials out of the .357. But this Colt that we have actually runs very, very well, surprisingly so. This gun has the 5.5-inch barrel. There is a 4 3/4-inch barrel available in both chamberings. And the gun's just about 11 inches long. Inside the barrel, you have 6 grooves, and they're 1 and 16.5 inches right-hand twist. So sights, of course, are what you'd expect. You have what is a fairly fine notch, and it's cut into the top strap, and there's a groove for your rear sight. And then, of course, you have a fixed blade front sight out there on the end of the 5.5-inch barrel. So the stocks, and I think these will probably be one of the first things that get upgraded by most owners. Stocks are 2-piece. They bear the Taurus logo and they're checkered, and they actually sit in the hand pretty well. But when you get a gun like this, you want to put wood or elk horn or something like that onto it. So when it comes to unloading the Deputy, again, the gun goes to half cock, and you'll see on the right side of the barrel, you have your ejector, and your ejector rod is on the right side. And you simply manually index each spent case, or a live case for that matter, and push them out. So it's kind of old school when it comes to loading and reloading. So to break this gun down further, and again, it's a single action army, there's not a lot going on. You do have a cylinder release right here. It's spring loaded, you have to push that out. And then once you push it out, you just withdraw the pin from the front, and then you can ease the cylinder out of the frame. So all in all, Taurus has done really a fine job on this gun. It's affordable. From everything we can tell, it shoots very well so far, and it's just a nice looking gun. And this is indicative of where I think Taurus is going. For more on firearms and shooting gear, go to AmericanRifleman.org.